Hi everyone, it's Robert here for Arts Model Dockyard. Just a wee bit of apologies about my last video. There was no talking in it kind of, but it's just basically show you the kind of how a hand sew molds sails kind of thing. As you can see from this one here kind of, which I'm doing just now. But what I'm actually going to show you is the way I put reef points onto my sails. On this size of scale, this is like the main mast mast topsail for the Soleil Royal ship, the Heller 100 kit, so it's a big sail. Obviously, regards to stitching, that is never nails kind of thing. It's like, you know, it's kind of fine eye hand detail kind of thing, you know, try to keep the stitching the same length, and you know, obviously go in accordance with the scale of the sail itself. But what I do is I'm using 0.5 mil amati thread to put these reef points in, and it's a kind of an easy process. I cut these in lengths, say probably about say about 25-30 centimetres, because it's got to show at both ends of the sail. Plus, obviously, you've got a tying point in the middle as well. Well, two tying points actually, which will go into in a minute. So, what I do is I cut a length of the 0.5 rigging thread, and what I do is obviously I'm waxing it. I wax this, give it a good waxing, because it helps with actually when I come to tying it on the sail, it comes to a better bending point, and then obviously it helps line the reef point flat against each side of the sail instead of it sticking out as such, but there's a wee bit to that. So what I do is I usually tie a knot first, roughly about halfway. Doesn't need to be totally exact, but roughly about halfway within the length of that piece you've already cut, just like that. If you can see it, you see the knot there. Next, probably one of the trickiest bits, actually putting it through threading that 0.5 mil through a needle, which can be tricky at times. Sometimes you just need to persevere. I'll pause this just now. There we go, eventually get one through, so obviously I'm taking that right through to the point where that knot is. You can see that. Move it back a bit. Right, I take that through to the point, the knot's there anyway. Sorry, the thing is not as good here. I'm not doing this on my camera phone. I take that through to the knot to the point, and what I do is, on these sails, I don't know if you can see that, I've already got pinpoint markings in lead where that's going to get threaded through. Not sure if you can see that, right? You see them? Right, so I'm going to pop them through there one at a time. One on this side. I'll take that through. Or just this camera again. Right, I'll adjust this through, take that through the rigging thread, through the hole that I've already marked, and that knot should stop that there. And what we do is we turn it over, make sure the knot is still. So what we do here is get a pair of tweezers like that. So hold that there like that, right? What we do is we tie this in a knot like such. We grasp with the tweezers at the bottom of that, where the knot's going to be tied. Grasp that there at the bottom, where the knot's going to be tied. So all I've done is, I've tied that in a knot, I've put my tweezers in the bottom of the knot to hold it tight, flat against the sail, if you like. Pull the tweezers out, and then again lift it up and just pull it tight against the other end of that sail. That way both ends have two knots in them and they're quite secure against that sail. Next part is obviously there's a reason why you cut these lengths of rigging thread and that oversized, so you don't want to, obviously you don't want it left too short a length kind of thing, so it does lose a bit of thread, but you just cut the same length basically as the ones you've already done, like such. Or if it's the first one you're doing, just judge it. I usually judge it about probably about want it hanging down about 3/4 of the way before the start of the next lot of reef points. So that's that one done, right? But it's not all finished yet. So just enhance and make sure that reef point sits flat against the sail. What I normally do is, I've got my CA glue, or in this case I use this quite a lot as a great glue for doing securing rigging threads and rat lines and everything else. It's GS Hypo. It comes with a wee needle there at the end of it, so it's good for fine detail work. I think jewels and that, beauty shops and all that would use it as well. So what I do is I just get some of this out first, dab some of that in around the top bit of the knot and just below it as well, so it keeps that side, just the top bit of the rigging thread and the knot, so it keeps that kind of flat, and the same on the other side, and that way it kind of keeps that top part, and it keeps basically keeps the rest of it kind of flat, and once it's a specific point instead of it moving all over the place. Obviously when you've tied it and that, because that can happen. It can happen, it can stick out. I'll put this lid back on that. Now I'll give you a quick thing of what I've done there. That's the one I've done, this very end on here. That's what I've done. I put the glue on it. You can see, you can actually hold it in place there for a few seconds, just till the glue kind of dries, and then obviously that'll stay flat, as you can see there, the very end one there, and on the back side. And that's how basically I do my reef points, as you can see. And once they're all in, they look fabulous, It just adds to the detail, and that it's maybe not everybody's cup of tea. You do them, some sails don't have them anyway. It's not every single sail that you need to do this on, but it just enhances the detail. And as you can see, that's the row of points. I've still to put reef points on it, as you can see. So I've got on this sail, I've got 88 of them today. And the last big sail is the next one, is the main sail, main mast, main sail. I think that's going to be over 100 anyway, definitely. But it can be time consuming. I prefer to actually do rat lines, but that's how I do my reef points. It's a simple process, but it can be time consuming, you know, waiting and glue drying or such like kind of thing, you know, and everything else. It can be a very monotonous as well, as I say, worse than rat lines in my opinion. But the as you can see in the detail, it adds to the sail, and then obviously on the finished model, that it enhances it 100-fold. So guys, that's, I hope that's come up okay and you understand, you know, how I was doing my reef points there. And I say apologies for the last video and that, it was just basically showing you how I hand sew my sails can hang, you know, just obviously try to keep the stitching the same length and everything else can hang, you know. So there wasn't much really to tell you in that regards kind of thing, you know. It's more to do with making your own sails, more to do with like say taking, you know, if you've got a set of sails with it or not, kind of just doing a template of a sail, measuring it out, cutting it out in a bit of cloth, and then drawing on all the detail to scale, and just taking from there and then just stitching right over all the detail before you actually start doing things like reef points and that. That's all guys. Hope you enjoyed that video. And any questions that, just please leave a like and give it, let us know if there are any questions you want answered and that. Right? Thanks, bye.